Okay, hey guys. Today we're gonna be ranking every Wallows song. I can't tell you how much I've been looking forward. Oh my god, he's not barked for like the last 2 hours. And you know what? This is a crime! I have been looking forward to filming this video for so long now. It's just logistically, it took a lot of work, but I think I've nailed it now. Yeah, I've got my Wallows merch on today from one of my shows that I've been to. I'm just so excited. I kind of wanted to start by talking about like my history with Wallows. In spring of 2018, I was just scrolling on YouTube as one does, and I saw Clay Jensen from 13 Reasons Why in the sidebar, like a recommended music video. I was like, wow, I didn't know he sang. So I clicked on it and it was the Pictures of Girls music video. And that's basically all she wrote. I immediately fell in love with that song. I fell in love with him. Yeah, it was an immediate hit. So I listened to that song for a while. Then I started listening to that whole spring EP. Then I shared it with my best friend Jenna, and we were both obsessed with the EP, and we've basically been stans ever since. I didn't know what it meant to have a favorite band or favorite artist until I was introduced to Wallows. Like, I can genuinely say, like, they're my favorite. Like, there's no question about it, they're my favorites. Their music means so much to me. I've been to 3 shows now. I'm going to 2 more this spring. I am so looking forward to it. Me and my best friend have ranked. We've done brackets. We've done, like, put all the songs in order, but I thought it'd be fun to, like, rank them in a tier list to talk about what my favorites are. I got this idea from Ally Sheehan. She did ranking every Taylor Swift song, and I just thought that video was so well done. She has other ranking videos, and I just think they're so funny, they're so good. I love seeing like where my favorite songs fall in her lists. So that's what we're doing today. Before we start, I want to rank the albums. Nothing Happens is on top because that album means so much to me. I have had some of the best times of my life while listening to those songs. I have had some of the lowest times in my life while listening to those songs. The album means so much to me. That's why this is what this tattoo is for, is that album. I just adore everything about it. So that's number 1. Number 2 is hard because Tell Me That It's Over just came out a week and a few days ago. So I really like it. I'm really into it. I just have not had the chance to like establish that emotional bond with all those songs. So that one in spring could go back and forth. Plus it's spring right now, so it's like spring era, you know, it's the best time to listen to those songs. And then Remote is on the bottom. I don't think that's a shock to most people. But anyways, we'll get into my feelings more later on, but I just want to say that first. Tell Me That It's Over is going to be harder to rank because it's so new, so we'll see how that goes. I haven't practiced, so this is going to be a surprise for both of us. So I guess let's just get started. Okay, so I guess I'll introduce you to the tiers first. The first tier is Life Changing. The songs did what this tier is called. They changed my life. They're some of my favorite songs of all time. My opinion does not waver on these songs. They are just like the best of the best. Next is I Love You. These songs are also songs that are like better than most other things I listen to, but just aren't that like top level. They still mean a lot to me. They're still amazing songs. Next is I Appreciate You. These songs I still like, but probably not as much as the other 2. They're still great songs. We're still like better than most people we listen to, but they're still not those other 2. I don't know how to describe it. There's just so much good content to be ranking here. Next is There's a Time and a Place. These songs I don't put on usually, but there is a time and a place for them to be on. And the last tier is Don't Know Her. There's only a couple songs that'll go in this category. They're from Remote. Just songs that I never really got into. But anyways, let's get started. We're gonna start with the 4 singles Wallows put out first. So first song is Pleaser. This song goes absolutely insane live in the summer with the windows down. It is just so good. Wanna say that you were good anymore. I can feel it anymore between depression and pain. Anyways, this song is going straight to Life Changing. This is one of the first songs I truly like fell in love with. The song goes so high, so hard live. It's all up and wide, fast asleep as I walk slowly from your house, back in your room, remain away. is life-changing. Next is Suntan, another song that goes absolutely mad in the summer and live. This is like one of my favorite songs they perform live, honestly. It is just so fun.
If you guys want to jump at some point in this one, please do. All right, here we go.
That song is just so good. Also life-changing. Okay, next is Uncomfortable, and I used to really love this song. There's also a YouTube video, I want to say, I don't know what channel it is, but I think it's a Levi's like sponsorship or something. They did like 3 arrangements of Uncomfortable all in one video, and I still love that video to this day. Something happened to me in high school that made me and this song like not as close. I still think it's a beautiful song, but it's not one that I put on anymore because of that. We're gonna go with There's a Time and a Place. Next is Pulling Leaves Off Trees. This song is gonna go in I Appreciate You. It probably would have gone in I Love You before Nothing Happens came out. I did listen to the song a lot when we only had the singles in spring, but now there's just so much more that one is just not one I put on as much, but I still hold it near and dear. Now we're on to Spring, which this album, I'm not sure exactly the time when I started listening to Wallows, if Spring was out or about to come out, because Pictures of Girls was one of the singles off the album. I remember for the first time I was laying on like the back porch, and it was like a really warm spring day, and I listened to the album front to back for the first time. I remember it so vividly, I just fell in love with it. It's just such a pretty EP. The first song is Pictures of Girls, which like I said was the first Wallows song I ever heard. I'm gonna say now that my rankings of all these songs fluctuate so much throughout the year. So this ranking I make right now might not even be canon in a couple months. So we're just going off of what I'm feeling in the moment right now. This part.
Down in Hollywood. Should be down in Hollywood. Should be down in Hollywood. Should be down in Hollywood.
Honestly going and I Love You. I'm kind of surprised by that, but it's just like the warm weather, you know, it's just putting me in that mood. Next is 1980s horror film, and this is going to There's a Time and a Place because the second version is just better. I do think it's very pretty, and I did like it a lot. It still was on close to the bottom of my rankings before Nothing Happens and everything else came out.
And I need to ask you gently, how can it be that you feel this way too? Oh, Jamie, for the love of God, please feel this way too, Jamie. For the love of God. The lights were off, the moon was right. She came and lay with me. Into her eyes, tried to make up mine, but what you said, I really got that into guys. 1980s horror film.
The song Live is so special. The next song is These Days, and this song goes really hard. I love this music video. This is honestly one of my favorite music videos that they've put out. This song, again, the song Live goes so hard.
She says he puts you through it. You shouldn't let him do it.
So basically that song is life-changing, especially live. That's always been one of Jenna and I's favorites, especially before Nothing Happens. That song just goes so crazy, and those like little extra parts I was putting on, they sing those extra parts live, like those extra chords, and I'm saying go because I want you to jump. It just elevates the whole experience. Next is Let the Sun In. It's honestly going in I Love You, and that's uncommon for me. Let the Sun In does not normally rank that high, but I'm just thinking of the trumpet I love. There's like dreamy parts to it. Once again, song goes really hard live. Danny on the trumpet knocks out of the park every time. Next is It's Only Right. If you would ask Jenna, she would probably say this is my favorite song on spring, and if that was her answer, she'd be correct. I just love this song. I'm gonna play my favorite part of this song for you.
White noise plays in my head. Try to recall the words you said.
I remember the first time we saw them in concert, I was like, if there's one song I want them to play, it was It's Only Right. Just to hear Dylan sing that part. And let me tell you, we went absolutely crazy. To this day, when Jenna and I sing that song, we drop whatever we're doing to sing that one part. Reason it's going in life-changing. Next is Ground. This song is really pretty. I don't know why, but it sounds almost better if you play the vinyl of it. The crackles are in like all the right, or the static, I don't know what it's called, but it's like in all the right places. But listen to the song right now. I'm gonna put it in I Appreciate You. Normally the song ranks above Let the Sun In, so this is just surprising to me. After spring came out, we had the whole summer to marinate and learn and attach ourselves to all these songs. The first thing they released after it was called Underneath the Streetlights in the Winter Outside Your House, which is a very long title, and it was very different from spring. I remember it came out and we were kind of surprised, but like pleasantly surprised. It did take a few listens to get into. I'll like play the beginning and you'll immediately know why. Like immediately right off the bat, it's like very intense. For this reason, we're gonna put it in There's a Time and a Place, and that time and that place is live in concert in the middle of ice cold pool. Supremely hard, okay? This this is honestly not something I really ever put on. I wish they would record Ice Cold Pool with this in the middle because it just goes so hard live. For all of Wallows Nation, okay? We need this. Next is 1980s Horror Film 2. I loved the song right when it came out. It leveled up a song that I already loved. I love the 80s feel to it. I love a good 80s synth pop song. That beginning. gosh, so good. That song is so good. They've actually been playing it. The Tell Me That's Over tour just started a few days ago as of when I'm recording this, and they've been playing this song live for the first time ever. They've played it every show so far, I think. Like when I put this song on, it immediately just like reminds me of I was driving to school with the windows down. It is just like the vibes are right, and for that reason it's going in I Love You. I really hope for the shows that I go see they play that song. The next thing they put out was Drunk on Halloween, which was immediately so good. Immediately a banger right off the bat. I don't know how to describe it, but it immediately has spooky vibes. Technically there's a time and a place, and that would be in the fall, but this song is honestly and I Love You. It really is good all year round, but when it's the fall time, it just is that much better. Next is the Nothing Happens era, which is my favorite album era. Like I said, the album means a lot to me, but just like the build up to those songs coming out, they were like, they'd post like one layer of the song every day leading up to when the album came out. It was so good. There was just so much personality in this era too. That's something I'm kind of missing with the Tell Me That's Over era, is like their personalities. The Nothing Happens bundle unboxing video is so funny to me. And I miss content like that. This feels much more polished. Like I feel like at their shows they're very much still them, but like their brand image is much more professional, I guess. But anyways, let's just get into it. The first song is Only Friend. Only Friend is maybe the best song of all time. It is so good. A lot of people have said this, but it's like, it has like coming of age movie vibes. It's just so pretty. I woke up like 15 minutes extra before school when this album came out to listen to it. And if it's like the right time of day, like it's at night with the windows down, I can still feel that little like flutter in my chest that I got when I listened to this album for the very first time. And for that reason, Only Friend goes in life-changing. We go from such a sad song to Treacherous Doctor, which is actually lyrically still a very sad song, probably one of Wallows' most sad songs. This is one of my favorite Wallows songs. I just love the lyrics of this song. So what's the point of connecting to anyone? Is a relationship bought or is it won? Are the things I think are important simply just distractions from death? Love in teens and life in your 20s. So good. I remember our first show that we went to. This is the other song that I really, really wanted to hear live. For all of those reasons, Treacherous Doctor goes in life-changing. Next is Sidelines. When this song came out, the singles are really special to me because we hadn't heard any music since Drunk on Halloween. So when new music starts coming out, it's just very exciting. Once again, it's kind of sad, but it's just so good at the same time. For that reason, it's going in I Love You. Next is Are You Bored Yet? If you have heard a Wallows song, it's probably this one. It went platinum a couple months ago, which I think is 500 million streams, which is a lot. So you probably heard this one, which also means it's semi-overplayed, but this music video is one that I love. This is the first single they came out with after Drunk on Halloween, after that whole gap. So it holds a special place in my heart for that reason. I get in phases where I'm like obsessed, but right now I'm just in like a, yeah, I've heard it a lot, it's a great song, but it's just not one I put on as much anymore. So it's going in I Appreciate You. Also, side story, the first Wallows show we went to, obviously we knew they were gonna play Are You Bored Yet because it's their biggest song. Me and Jenna had made a joke like, oh my god, what if Lydia's there and my mom sees her, but like we won't see her because we'll be like in the pit part, like wouldn't that be crazy? No. We go to the show, Jenna and I went down to like the GA area, and there was like a balcony seating area, which was where my mom went to sit. We were only like 17 and 16 when we went to the first show. Halfway through the show, Dylan's girlfriend Lydia comes on stage and sings Claire's part in Are You Bored Yet? And it was so good. Unfortunately, we had someone who held up a sign through the whole song. Luckily, it was only for that song and not the whole show, but we could not see either of them on stage the whole song. Which was sad, because that's like I think the only time that that's ever happened. But then after the show, we meet up with my mom outside the venue, and she was like, oh my god, that girl that was on stage, she was standing right in front of me during the show. She's like crazy. Talk about manifestation. Oh my god. Anyways, the next song is Scrawny. This is the last single in another music video that I just love. It had such a weird sound to me at first, and now it's like so good. It's not as like lyrically meaningful to me as some of the other ones, but it's still so fun. Like I said before, especially in the summer, especially live. The song is one that's really fun to like jump to. So for those reasons, it's going and I love you. I do really love Scrawny, I have to say. Next is Ice Cold Pool, which like I said before, live the song goes extra hard with Underneath the Streetlights in the middle. But I do have like a special attachment to the song because just a week or so after this album came out, me and my best friend Jenna went on a school trip to Italy, which like it's crazy. Obviously we had to download the music because we didn't have service, so this album, it gave us a great opportunity to learn all these songs because we had all this time to listen to music on the flights and on the bus and stuff. And I don't know why, but both of us associate this song with that trip the most. Like immediately when the song comes on, there's like specific parts of it that I just get immediate flashbacks of like being on the bus and looking out the window. It is so crazy how you can attach to songs like that.
The plants inside, they never seem to die. You cut it down.
Those lyrics are something that I like directly attached to this tattoo. When I asked the tattoo artist to do it, I wanted like a comprehensive, like all of the album, and I do think this symbolizes all of the album. When I look at my tattoo, those are lyrics that come right to mind, and I think it's a theme through the whole album, like just keep going no matter how hard things get. Like the plant inside that never seemed to die, I'd like immediately think of my tattoo every time I hear that lyric. And when they play the song live, sometimes they intro it with a longer intro, and that is also really good.
Yesterday, I've got to dreaming about a recipe for my love. I took all the things I was feeling, made a recipe for my love.
Anyways, basically the song goes and I love you. Next is Worlds Apart. This is a song I used to rank pretty low when me and Jenna would rank these songs together. This year, I've recently really fallen in love with this song.
Watch the love my movies from the end to the start. And I cannot think about you now when the trailer starts, 'cause I know the world's apart.
The song is just so sad.
Now I stand here alone, a voice in the hall. You're famous for something, it's hard to recall. Well,
Anyways, this song goes in I love you. Next is What You Like. That song goes very hard. Once again, it goes in I love you. Next is Remember When. I have the quote, would you go in, do it all over again, given the chance, which I just think it's like my motto for life. Like if at the end of my life, what if I look back on it, would I want to do it all again? So like live life to the fullest kind of thing. I don't know, that means a lot to me. Also a fun music video that they were inspired by a fan account, I believe. This is another one of the songs that really, like, you can really hear those like twinkles. This is the best part. The lyrics of that song, I think, are excellent, and the song goes, guess what? Super hard live, so for that reason it's going in life-changing. Next is I'm Full. Every time I hear this lyric,
Every time I put my hands somewhere, there's always Reese's there.
I always think about this video of one of the live shows they did. Danny handed out Reese's cups to like the front row and they all threw them at Dylan when he sang that part of the song. Anyways, that song is super fun. It's still one I listen to a lot. Obviously Nothing Happens, God tier. But that song is one of the lower ones for me, and it's going in I Appreciate You. Next is Do Not Wait. The song, talk about sad. Also, I just want to get it out of the way. When they play Do Not Wait to Only Friend live, it is such a life-changing experience. Literally. At one of the shows, I think it was the second we went to, like the lights are all red. We were much closer than the last show we were at. They just start with that guitar or bass or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a musician. And it's so loud. You can feel it through your whole body. I like was holding back tears the whole time. It's so emotional. The blend of those two songs, how they so beautifully run into each other. The loop that has, if you play Do Not Wait and then you cue Only Friend next, they blend beautifully and live. It is an out-of-body experience for me. It's amazing. Anyways, Do Not Wait. It is such a pretty song. The lyrics are amazing. Anyway, this song, it can't go on life-changing. The experience from Do Not Wait to Only Friend is life-changing. The song itself is I Love You because I think it means a lot to me. It's just not one I put on as much because it's longer, sadder, heavier, you know, you get it. So obviously then they released an album, they toured it, and then there's a long wait before anything else comes out. So at one of the shows we went to, I can't remember which one, but they played Trust Fall, I believe. And Trust Fall was not out yet. They released them in this like record store day vinyl that you could get if you went to one of the stores and bought it. And then they had performed both songs, Trust Fall and Just Like a Movie, at a couple shows. But anyways, these songs are both also really good. They have the same kind of vibe and sound as Nothing Happens, so that makes them extra special. The guitar in this song,
I'd like to have you just fall off of the bed, then I dusted my head.
that part is so good. Anyways, that song goes in I Love You. That song is so good. Next is Just Like a Movie. This song, a lot of people attribute it to the same kind of category as Only Friend, the coming of age movie vibe.
Sneaking out, I'll try to meet you there. White lights, now we're running down the stairs. Everybody's wasted, throwing away their lives. It's all the same 'cause no one ever tried.
I think the song may be life-changing. I would not have expected that prior to today, but just listening right now, I'm just enthralled. Okay, after those two songs came out, Henson Studios, they did a studio recording with them, an acoustic version of Are You Bored Yet and Treacherous Doctor. I probably listened to this more than the regular version of Are You Bored Yet for a while, but there's this one part where Dylan sings, I can't even play it because it's a curse word. It sounds auto-tuned. I don't know if it is or isn't. I don't really care. I just don't like the way it sounds, but then Brayden went off on this song. I love how they both sing in a higher register on this song, especially Brayden. Brayden sings much higher than we had heard up to this point, and I just love it. They both did so good on this.
On you, my whole life, I can see right through your lies. I don't know where we're going, but I'd like to be by your side.
Honestly, I thought I was going to put this in There's a Time and a Place, but I'm going to put in Appreciate You because the blend of their two voices right there, that just hits. It really does. So next is Treacherous Doctor. Okay, again, thought this was gonna go There's a Time and a Place, but when I'm looking at this list, it does not go with those other three songs, so it's going in I Appreciate You again. I forgot how good those were. I have not listened to them in so long, and they're really good. So then was the Wallows hiatus. It wasn't really a hiatus, they were still like on social media, but in terms of them putting out music, it was not happening. I'm sure COVID had something to do with this, but when OK came out, that was their next song. It was so exciting. It was summer, I'm pretty sure. I think it was summer. I have no concept of time when it comes to 2020, so this could come out at any point. I just remember I was not seeing very many people. I was laying in this bed right here watching the music video at midnight when it came out. Everyone was excited to hear what their next thing was gonna be, and OK was a great surprise. OK is going in I Appreciate You. I do really like this song. I don't know, it just doesn't hit as hard as the songs in I Love You do, so I'm putting in I Appreciate You. Next, Remote came out, and I think it was October, and I was not in a like really good music phase. I wasn't really listening to any music, to be honest with you. I don't remember listening to any music during this time. When this came out, I was very excited for it, obviously. The sound was different. It did take some getting used to. It just didn't resonate with me the same way that the stuff before it had. So let's just get started. I don't hate it, but it's just not my favorite stuff that they've come out with. Like, you could hear from just that how different that sounds from everything else we've listened to so far. This song is not a song I listen to a lot, honestly. It's gonna go in There's a Time and a Place. It's probably my least favorite from Remote. I would put in Don't Know Her, but I do know her, so she's going in There's a Time and a Place. Next is Dig What You Dug. This song has like a 2000s vibe to me. I don't know why. Dig What You Dug is going in I Appreciate You. I just don't put it on very much. It's very cute, but I just don't put it on very much. Next is Nobody Gets Me Like You.
I need a girl like you.
Again, this song is going to Appreciate You. This is one of my favorites, honestly, off of Remote. I don't know why, but I just like the story of it. I think the music video is cute. Just a cute song. It's just cute. Next is Coastlines. I'm pretty sure all of these songs are going to go in I Appreciate You. Sorry if that's offensive to you. I'm going to rank them within Appreciate You because I want you to know how I feel about each of them. So let's get through the rest of them and then we'll rank them amongst each other. Next is Talk Like That. This one was actually my favorite for the first couple months that it was out. This part, I think about hearing it live. I would like to hear the song live. I can just imagine like all the instruments, flashing lights. It'd be like a really great experience. Anyways, Talk Like That Congrats, I appreciate you. Next is Wish Me Luck. This song I really like among Remote because it has that like ethereal quality that Nothing Happens had to a lot of it. So let's rank Remote in I Appreciate You. First would be Nobody Gets Me Like You. I don't know why, I just think that song is really cute. Then would be Wish Me Luck. That used to be my bottom, so I'm proud of me for evolving. Then would be Dig What You Dug, then Coastlines, then Talk Like That. That's how I would rank Remote, and then Virtual Aerobics on the bottom. Sorry. It's so weird to put these songs in I Appreciate You with songs like Ground, because Ground ranks way higher than Remote. It's just so weird. Tier ranking and like ranking these songs like in order would be so different, but for the purposes of this, it goes in I Appreciate You, but just know that some of these songs would be decently above Remote. Next is Quarterback. Right off the bat, I'm putting this song on I Love You because it was so exciting to hear Cole sing. Honestly, so exciting. He sounds so good. I really hope I get to hear this song live. I would love to hear him sing. So fun for the summer. So fun with the windows down.
Summer's gone, all alone, wishing for your call. Starting to freak before the night, quarterback's time.
Anyways, that's fun. Next is, I think it's Okay Deluxe is what it's considered. Whoa, hello? This is when we get to the I Don't Know Her songs. Like I said before, I was not in a good music headspace during this time, so I never ended up getting into any of these songs. On Time, I think I could get into now. I love to hear Cole sing, but for the time being, On Time, Another Story, and the OK remix with Remy Wolf, I think her name is going and Don't Know Her because I just don't know those songs. Sorry to Wallows. I was just not, music was not my moment at the time. Alright, we are all the way up to Tell Me That It's Over. Like I said earlier, this album came out a week and a few days ago. I don't know all the lyrics yet. I know most of them to most of the songs. So I might have to come back in a few months and do this again because once I've had like a season to live with it, bond with it, create experiences with it, I feel like these songs probably will change in ranking. But based off the first week, we'll rank it now. If you've been a fan of Wallows for a while, Remote was very different from the sound we were used to. So I think a lot of people were nervous that we were going farther away from that sound, but I was very pleasantly surprised. I really do like it and I really can see myself loving this album. So anyways, let's get started. I cannot wait to hear these songs live. I can't comment to that on these because I haven't heard them yet. A couple months I will though. I'm so excited for that. The first song is Hard to Believe. This song was actually one of my least favorites upon first listening. I don't really know why, but it's grown so much on me. I think part of the reason of that is because they did a show or a live performance somewhere, I don't know where it was, and they performed Hard to Believe, and Dylan singing it sounded so good, and that I think influenced my ranking of the song. That song was a really unexpected like. It's going to I Appreciate You just because it's not up there with the others. It's going above Remote. I'm sorry. Is that offensive? We're on I Don't Want to Talk. When this song came out, I was so excited for the next phase of Wallows. It was the sound we know and love, but still had that little Wallows something new on it. It was so good. It's like a funky tune, but I love it. I love this part. It's my favorite.
I really lead your eyes wide. Bet he didn't think first when he did a crowd surf. Effortlessly expert, attention grabber.
Anyways, I Don't Want to Talk is going in I Love You. Next is Especially You. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. This song is not my favorite. It's my least favorite song on this album. It doesn't have that Wallows lyricism I'm looking for. A lot of people love it though, so it fits some people's bill, but it's not for me, and for that reason it's going in There's a Time and a Place. Next is At the End of the Day. This song, when it came out, I was so pleasantly surprised. That 80s synth pop.
There's a place you used to take me almost twice a week, and at first you made me nervous, I could hardly speak. But I look inwards, forever sounds alright. Don't blame yourself if they look away a while. Think it's at the end of the day.
I love this song. It's Going in I Love You. It was really a jam. I'm listening more to other songs now since the rest of the album's come out, but that song is still really good. Next is Marvelous. This song, to me, Jenna said it's especially used cousin in the sense that it's like very pop and catchy. I don't know what this song does to me, but it's like so much better to me than Especially You. I like the lyrics. I like how dancey it is. I love dancing to this song. It's so fun.
I can't get the sun on my own. You're the one to go crashing to. I just wanna do right by you. Your patience is wearing off. If you're gone, you know I'll be lost. I'm over this time. I won't get you off of my mind. The words are to be desired. When you look at me, is there something left to leave?
Yeah, I love you. This song, I really like it. Next is Permanent Price. I'm so confused because I love pretty much everything about it. It's just much slower. I love the fact that Lydia's on it. It sounds beautiful. The lyrics are beautiful. I could definitely see the song growing on me as time goes on. But for now, it's going in I Appreciate You. I love the Allow Me to Be a Form of Myself I always wanted to see. I think that is so pretty. Next is Missing Out. The Twinkles.
I've been thinking of you. Maybe that's alright. Maybe that's okay. Just hurts inside. I can hear you say.
Essentially, it's an I Love You. I'm gonna say no. I don't think any of these songs can go in life-changing because I haven't given them time to change my life yet. I'm also gonna say that the back half of this album hits so hard for me. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. The next song is Hurts Me. Back with the 80s. I love how high Brayden sings on this song. I love the lyrics. I love how Dylan and Brayden go back and forth. This part. Anyways, this song is probably so far my favorite song on Tell Me That It's Over, so it's going in I Love You in front of all the others. Next is That's What I Get. The intro almost sounds like a Taylor Swift song to me, which like...
I don't know if I should say this song. Tell me honestly, what we need is communication. That's what I get for falling in love. Sick of this, it happens every time.
Anyways, this was probably my favorite song, maybe behind Guitar Romantic Search Adventure upon first listen, and I'm obsessed still. It's probably my second favorite behind Hurts Me. I just love this song. So once again, it goes in I Love You. And lastly is Guitar Romantic Search Adventure. This was my favorite song upon my first listen. I love the piano.
It's just begun.
Guitar Romantic Search Adventure is gonna go in I Appreciate You. It was my favorites upon first listen, but the others have really grown on me, and that one's kind of just marinated in the middle. So it's going in I Appreciate You. I honestly think that all of these Tell Me That's Over songs are gonna grow on me over the summer. The first time I get to listen to that song, driving alone with the windows down at night in the summertime, that song will be moving up. But for now, it's going in I Appreciate You. Hi, it's Editing Izzy here. I just wanted to put in a moment of silence for Wallows covers. It's not something they do much anymore, but I have a couple concert videos that I wanted to include because I think they're super fun. Even though it's not technically their music, It's still fun to hear them cover these songs. I have Boys Don't Cry and Blister in the Sun. They also have covered This Charming Man many a times, which is also amazing. Unfortunately, I have not been lucky enough to experience that. But I just wanted to include these in my love letter to Wallows Nation. I feel like this is just a moment in time that can't be excluded. So that's it. We ranked every Wallow song. This was so fun. I would love to do it again. I cannot wait to see them live again. I cannot wait. I can't even emphasize how much I cannot wait. The past few nights seeing their tour videos again have been so fun. I'm so excited for them. Can't wait to buy new tour merch. My merch from 2019 is getting a little worn out. This is the only clean Nothing Happens merch piece I had clean. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna link, if I can figure it out, I'm gonna link the tier maker I made down below if you'd like to do it. Or if you just wanna tell me all your opinions in the comments about how wrong or right I am. I would love to hear any and all of it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun. This is probably one of the favorites I've made so far. I will see you guys next week.